Hello, everyone. Welcome back. I'm Bjorn Strong in the Arm, and as you might have noticed, if you've been paying attention, I've been gone for quite a while. And sorry about that. I've just had a bunch of things have come up and kept me from really being able to record lately. But, well, I can record now. So, fortunately, if you are following along, this is probably going to be par for the course for the next couple of weeks. It's going to be a little spotty, but I'm going to try to record when I have a chance and continue kind of working on this project here, trying to get all of our achievements here with no sunlight to speak of. But yeah, so we're back now. And you might have been hearing in the background, there is the sign of zombies breaking doors. And I'll be honest, it's getting to me. It's getting to me. Now, you might have thought that that was actually the sound of zombies actually breaking doors, but all of our doors are right here. They're not even kind of punching them. What seems to have happened is, well, there's a bunch of zombies that are, you can see them there, outside. And they're making the noise. I'm not quite sure how they're doing it, but they are. Go away. And I'm annoyed. I'm really annoyed by this. So what I'm going to try to do, see if I can get over here properly. And nothing to hit it against. So what I want to do is I want to put some of this lava out there. Because a couple of things are going on. So one is just, as you can see, these guys are out here. They're making a lot of noise. It's really obnoxious. Let's see. Let's try this. Can they could climb up there if I do that. So I'd like to kind of get rid of it. Something else that's going on is that we've got so many zombies up here that it's really kind of ruining our mob cap. And as a result, so we were doing pretty good for a while with the, oh, it's not going over there. Curses. There we go. Pick that one up. We were doing pretty good with our farm that's, what's it called? The farm that grows, oh, words, Bjorn, words. Get a microphone in front of me and I don't even know what I want to say. The farm that grows the stuff that, whose name I can't remember right now. Slime balls, that's what it is. So I think we're getting so many mobs up here that they're eating up our mob cap, and we're not getting any slime spawning. We've got about 2 stacks down that slime farm. We're going to look at it real quick, I guess. About 2 stacks down there, but that's all we've got, and I'm a little bit worried that we're not going to get any more as long as those zombies keep kind of hoarding around the base of that tree there. So fair enough. We'll just put some lava down in some spots, see if, the zombies will still track towards that village, track towards the villagers, and they'll just burn up. We don't have to worry about them anymore. So let's see what we got here. Okay, we got a little more. Maybe I'm overreacting, but even so, that sound of those zombies, that door sound, I don't know why it was making that when there wasn't any doors they were hitting, but it just drives me nuts. So hopefully that lava there will help to keep them dead. Now, it will burn up a bunch of trees and stuff that are outside, and, I'm okay with that, because we've made everything kind of burn-proof on the inside. My only worry is I'm not quite sure what might happen to those doors. I think we're far enough away they're not going to get burned, but, that wood's definitely far enough away. So anyway, there's still a bunch more out there. There's, actually, this spot here might get on fire, so I should be ready to fix that. But actually, yeah, it's not perfect, but it sounds a bit quieter. So I'm not hearing that door banging around, so that's nice. Now, other stuff that has happened while I've been gone, we have got a lot of villagers in here. I don't know how many that is, but man, it's going great guns. So we just sort them out. And one thing we just don't have right now is anything like enough sugar to make the amount of those pumpkins. There we go. Yeah, to make the amount of paper we're really going to want for sorting through those villagers. So what I think I want to do is make this a bit farm bigger. right? Take it up. We have one layer of sugar growing here. We could easily have 3 or 4 layers, just run it off the same clock. We could use these slime balls to make slime blocks, make it a lossless one, use fewer pistons in it and everything. So that's what I think I'm going to do. I'm going to start this episode out with. We'll go ahead and get that. So let me gather some resources and be back in a moment. There it is, all built, and you might have just caught it fire a second ago, so it is definitely working. It's in a little bit, I guess. Let's keep an eye on it. We got 54 and 45 there. We'll just see if it comes up. But now we're going to have to just wait. We're going to have to wait for it to really build up a decent supply in there so we can have enough sugar to really do something with these villagers back here, sort them out properly, get the librarians that we want to kind of really be going. So now the question is, it's going to be a bit of a waiting game at this point. So we need to wait for that. We've got our iron farm running down there, and we have to wait for that thing to kind of fill up. Wait for the to get more slime balls. Now, when I built it, you might have seen the time lapse. There was a couple of slime blocks that I missed. I did find the slime blocks that I'd put them somewhere and couldn't find them when I was in the time lapse. Found them later, went back and put them back in. So this is all there. And I only really had enough slime blocks to make 2 rows of this. So the 3rd row up there is just regular pistons a bit forward. That's okay, it'll still work. But the real question is, okay, what are we going to do now? What are we going to do while we're waiting for our supplies to build up of iron and of this and stuff like that? And I think it's time to make things look good. It's time to tidy up in here and make this look less like a cave we've taken over and more like a home. One thing I want to do while we're tidying up is I want to get organized. I think we've got a lot of storage. It's just kind of scattered here, scattered there. I think we want to get it somewhere, that it's kind of under control. And so we've got this cow farm now. So let's go ahead and breed up some of these little guys. They're plopping on down like they're supposed to. Come on, keep going. And is that it? Looks like that's everybody. So we'll let these guys grow up. We'll do this 2 or 3 times so we can get ourselves a good supply of leather and use that leather, for making item frames so we can have some nice storage, storage. But yeah, I think it's time to do some tidying. And I like the actual structure that we have here. I think that we've got this big open room. We can grow trees in it if we want to, or we can chop them down and just let it be open. So I think that's kind of a good thing. I want to keep the general structure, but just make it look a little more, I don't know, a little tidier. We got to start on it with here, things going on here. I do want to keep this maybe as it is in case we want to go out further as we get more villagers. We might want to do that as well. But yeah, I think I want to keep. I want to keep the general look, keep the general shape of everything. So yeah, let me have a bit of a think about how I want this place to look, and yeah, we'll get back and get started on that. Well, I've got some work done in here. I've got started on this wall. I've got this sort of archway shape up here. I'm not quite sure what I think of it yet. I might make a few changes. Not really finished. Got a lot of tidying, but we can start to see how this is going to look. Everything's kind of starting to take shape. Taking this floor out here and done this. I like this a lot. This sort of diorite with these little platforms, recessed platforms in here. I like that a lot. So looking pretty good. And once I had done this, I went AFK for a while at the fish farm over there, and so we can see what we've got. We've got ourselves some sugarcane built up, which is really good. Probably have some good iron built up down there too, but I won't run down and check it right now. And I've also gone ahead and, with this wall, started a bit of storage. I also think it looks a little bit dark in here, so there we go. Let's put just, yeah, a couple of them along there. And now with the storage, it's time to get ourselves, I think, some whatchamacallit, some leather, so we can make some item frames. So let's fire these up. Wow, those guys seem like they went really fast. Is that it? Huh, I would have expected a lot more like leather and stuff. I mean, I wonder, is that a 1.10 thing? Do the cows not drop as much anymore? Or I wonder if it's because they're whoops, wrong button. Wonder if it's because they are burning, if they've kind of done something to nerf that, maybe. I don't know. Let me grow these guys up, and I'll try smacking them with the sword and see if I get more leather than that. But I would have thought for a bunch of cows I would have got more leather when I burned them. So, anyway, yeah. But like I said, I AFK for a while, and one thing that I've noticed, I don't know if you can tell on the recording or not, but it sure makes a difference here that I can tell, is that I'm getting a bit of lag. It's getting pretty choppy, and I'm not totally shocked when I come down here and see that, that says 110 villagers, 85. I don't know, I have a lot of villagers over here. And so I think it is time to start sorting these guys out. So here's how I do it. I've got all of my villagers here, kind of stored in this little spot. And this is actually a kind of villager pickup station that was designed by Unarybit. I will put a link in the description, but it works real well. If I just come and put a minecart right back here, it zips on through. And if he's like this guy, a butcher right here, he will stop right there, and I will just flip this lever, and the guy will just get squished. Bump, bump, bump. He'll die here eventually. There he goes, and pick this back up. And we'll just keep trying it until we get somebody who is going to be useful to us. So, oh, and somehow I knocked out that power rail. Oh, finally! All right, here we go. We got ourselves a librarian here. So first, we're going to see what he's got. He's got blast protection 1. That's not terrible, but it's not great. So to unlock him a little bit more, we'll start out by selling him some paper. Should unlock. And this lets us see that he wants 9 books for an emerald, and that he wants 3 emeralds for a bookcase. So we go ahead and we buy ourselves 3 bookcases. And now he should unlock again. And now we'll sell him the books out of this bookcase. And that should get us another unlock. There we go. All right. Ooh, and this is a looting 3 librarian, so we definitely want to keep this guy. In fact, because I know I'm going to want to get that, although I don't have 29 emeralds right now. I know I'm going to want to get that, so I'm not even going to bother unlocking him and seeing what his third is. So now we just come along here and go like this. And we can come back here, flip that around, put a, rail right there, and he just heads on down. And I don't have quite enough rails to get him all the way to where he's going to go, so I'll pick some of these up as I go along. And then let's make sure he's all lined up properly. Okay, he's going to go right in here. Go to your new home. And, oops, get back. You're not getting back. Back, I say, back, further, all the way in the back. What is it? Okay, hopefully that's back far enough. Yes, it is, so we put that there. We put that there, and he is in his new home. I've also been putting some signs up here so we know who's who. So this guy, what was he? He was looting 3 for 29. All right. There we go. So then I will pick up these rails here. We'll head back over and just try it again. And I'll just keep doing this, and I'll be back to you when I'm done. There, they're all gone. All sorted out, either squished or sent over to our little trading area. And I don't mind telling you, that was pretty tedious. More than once, I ran out of paper or emeralds. I had to go AFK, in some cases to get more sugar for paper, in other cases to get more bones, so I could make more stuff to kind of farm up more emeralds. And yeah, so that's maybe only a quick second for you, flashing between one and the other, but it's been quite a long time for me, so I've gone back and forth. But couldn't quite fit everyone I wanted in here, so I started to go further down. There's only actually a couple of these cells, so we've got open ones if we get more people in the future. We've got some pretty good stuff here. We got some Frostwalker 2, Unbreaking 3, Infinity for just 5. I fell down there. Weaponsmith there. We've got Looting 3, Sharpness 5, Silk Touch. A lot of really good stuff. A lot of really, really good stuff that is good to have. And I don't have any markings for him, but I also got this guy here who is going to be selling us our ender pearls that we're going to need. We're going to need lots of ender pearls so we can find ourselves a stronghold, so we can go and kill some ender dragon. But yeah, so this is done, and I didn't just clean out the ones in the holding cell, but I tidied up in here too. I had a whole bunch of guys in here. Now I'm down to well, it was 4, and now I count 7, so that's interesting. Now, I know you might be thinking, well, hey, maybe they just did some breeding, but actually something else I did was I came up here and cut down these doors. So there's only 3 doors left, And if I understand right, unless they change something in 110, with just 3 doors in this village here, these guys should not get willing to breed. They shouldn't they should be thinking that their village is full and they shouldn't be trying to make any more babies. So I'm a little kind of, well, villagers are glitchy. We knew that, and here's more proof because there was 4 guys before. There was 3 brown robes and this purpley guy, and now I've got 6 brown robes and this purpley guy. And also, I have no idea whatever happened to Pinky and the Brain Patient Zero. One of them's up there. I forget which one's the other 2. You know, that were named. They've disappeared. I don't know what happened to them. But anyway, yeah. So I cleared this out some. They're still duplicating themselves a bit. I got that all clear. So that's fantastic. Now I did spend a lot of time AFK. So that one thing that might mean is we've had a good chance to build up on some iron, and I want to go check it in a minute, and I'll tell you why. So we've got all these villagers. They've got a lot of really great trades, but they're no good at all to me unless I have emeralds. And my only real way of getting emeralds is by trading with this farmer right here for these goods. And while I have pumpkins kind of producing themselves automatically, the only way I get the other things, the carrots and potatoes and all that, is to use this little nano farm here that I put in. First I botched, then I fixed it, but a few episodes ago. And to do that, I'm gonna need bones, lots and lots and lots of bones, and I am out of bones. I've been storing them up here. Well, not totally out, like 4 or 5, but nothing like what I need. I need double chests worth of bones to really stock up, you know, make a good supply of emeralds that'll let me really get the most out of these villagers here. And well, I can do that. I can go over to our farm over there and go over that farm over there with a mob farm we put up in the sky and just get some bones there. The problem is right now our storage. We just have just 1 chest there, and so I can AFK and it fills up, and it fills up with bones, but also all sorts of just junk that I don't need. I have no use for stacks and stacks and stacks of gunpowder, but I'm going to get those. I'm going to get stacks and stacks and stacks of arrows, which I don't really need since I've got this infinity bow. I should probably put mending on this infinity bow. So you have 54 levels. I could probably put lots of stuff on now if I just kind of get to it. But anyway, so yeah, so I want to go over there, and I don't think I'll do it today. I think time is pretty much running short on this episode, and to kind of be calling it a day, but maybe between episodes, just go over there and put in a storage system, a little filtering system, so we can filter out the stuff we want and get rid of the stuff we don't. We store it, put it, you know, so it doesn't get in the way. So rather than having 1 double chest get all filled up with, you know, 5 or 6 stacks of bones that we want and a whole bunch of stacks of stuff we don't want, we can filter it out, and we can have, you know, 3 or 4 double chests just with bones, and then send the junk we don't want to other places. But to do that, we're going to need quite a few different, quite a few hoppers, and that's going to take quite a lot of iron. So let's come and see how our iron's doing. Here we go. Oh, look at that. That looks fantastic. Let's see. We've got 4, 6 plus 7 is, what is that? That's 13, 14, 16, almost 16 and a half stacks of iron. That is fantastic. Let me just clear these out and bring them upstairs. Also, a few number of poppies. I don't know. We don't have much use for those, but we got them. So yeah, excellent, excellent. So this, I think, has been a really productive episode. We've gotten done what we wanted to get done. We've got those villagers all sorted out, all cleared out, and a few other things taken care of. That zombie problem taken care of. Still a few zombies that hang around that tree outside, but it's nothing like what it was before. It's just so much better now. And we've got, you know, higher production on that sugar there, which will be useful again. Also, when we need to unlock those librarians, if we lock up on trades, you know, for those books. So that's excellent. Let's just finish up by checking and seeing if we've gotten any more slime balls during all this episode. And yeah, we have. Maybe I'll just put the poppies in here and take the slime balls up. Almost 2 more stacks. So that's fantastic, fantastic. So our farms are working great. We didn't get any accomplishments, or achievements, I mean, sorted out today. So let's just have a look at what's left. So we still need to do what? Diamonds to you. We can get that sorted out pretty quickly, I think. Overkill. So I think I can't remember if I had a Smite 5 sword or not. I'll give myself a Smite 5 sword and smack around a zombie with it. We can get that one, I think. So we're on our way to that. So return to sender and spend some time in the nether, find some gas. We have to work on that one. And let's see. Yeah, and pigs flying, and I think the minecart on a rail, minecart's rail, 1,000 kilometers or 1 kilometer, 1,000 meters. So yeah, that's what we need. That's the stuff we need to do before we really should head on and start finding the end and killing the Ender Dragon, that kind of stuff. And we're gonna have a wither fight here before all is said and done too. So that's going to be a little bit exciting. Now, I said earlier I'm not going to do adventuring time because it's just going to be kind of tedious looking for all those biomes. I'm not sure if I'm going to do overpowered either. And the reason is that to get this, you have to eat a notch apple. You used to be able to craft those by just taking an apple and wrapping gold blocks around it. But now you can't. You can only eat it if you find it. So we could do lots and lots of exploring. I just worry that might be tedious too. Spending a lot of time, looking for abandoned mine shafts or places that would have chests and then running through them. If there isn't any, kind of find more. It might be a bit tedious. I might not do that one either. But all the other ones we are definitely going to do. That's kind of where we're heading. So yeah. So we're well on our way. We've got ourselves well positioned to get ourselves some goods. So in between episodes, I will put in that filtering system and try to get a good supply of bones all built up. So with that, I'm going to call it an episode. I'm going to say thanks once again so much for joining me. I really appreciate everyone who takes time to watch and like an episode. That's fantastic. It really helps me out. But I appreciate it so much. I hope you had a good time. I know I sure did, and I will see you next time.